Have you ever heard the story of the fish that is in the ocean and he is surrounded by water and he's like looking for the ocean? I'm probably butchering it, but I was watching a movie with my 8-year-old son recently, and I was watching Soul. It's a really great movie if you haven't seen it. It's a cartoon from Disney. And I remember this musician, he was trying for his whole life to try and like get to this whatever place. And he thought that like being on stage with this one gal and this one really famous artist was gonna like mean that he arrived. And he finally got there after a series of whatever, you have to watch the movie. And he asked the lady afterwards, he was like, huh. And she was like, what's wrong? And he goes, I don't know. I just thought it would feel different. And she shared, she was like, this whole concept of there was this young fish that was looking for the ocean. And he ran into an older fish and was like, have you seen the ocean? He's like, what? This water that we're in right now? And he's like, no, I want the ocean. And I think that this concept can actually really, really be applied to us in business. So, welcome to the episode. I'm your host, Charity Majors, and I'm the founder of Business and Bubbly. And I want to just challenge your thinking a little bit today when it comes to the journey of your business and this quote unquote view of success that we have, and how sometimes we're actually looking for something that we're already in, but we can't see it because we are too close, because we are surrounded by it. We are like immersed in it, and we are too close. Okay. This is even the same concept of working in your business and not on your business. You tend to like see things from the same angle. If you're married or if you've been in a long-term relationship, you tend to have the same arguments over and over and over, right? And it's because you're in it. You are too close. And what you actually need is a completely different perspective. Now, I recently had one of these moments where I was at a really high level networking event with some really incredible leaders, influencers, industry giants. And I was talking to Britt Driscoll. She is the founder, who she actually just sold off, but of Squeeze, which is an incredible franchise of massage companies and massage, not parlors, that's not the right word. Massage places, right? So I was talking with Britt Driscoll and we were in a little mastermind group together. And I was asking a question, and it was related to someone that I needed to be connected with, like the type of person that I was looking to be connected with. And this kind of comes back into what is the big ask that you have for your business. And I remember her posing, almost like reframing it, because I had asked this question multiple times at multiple of these events that we had. And I just kind of didn't really get a good response or good answers. And it didn't actually have anything to do with the people that were in the room compared to the question that I was asking, because I was too close to my business. And so she was like, wait a minute, I think maybe what if we start to ask a different question? She was like, what if you don't need this, but you actually need this? And all of a sudden, it was like, once I asked a different question from someone that actually had a different perspective than me, I started to ask the question that Britt gave me. And I got way better answers and I got way more connections and I like got the problem, I like got a run on the problem, which is really, really great. Right. And so the question that I actually posed to you, or the concept that I want to propose to you, is where in your business are you looking at things from the same angle that you are trying to look at them from, and you're not getting an answer? Because here's the thing, what you have done to get to this point in your business is actually will not be the thing that you can continue to do that will get you to the next level. I'm going to say that again. What you have done in your business up to this point will not be the thing that you can continue to do to get to the next level. And so if you are trying to get to the next level, you are frustrated, you are like, you just keep hitting your head up against the same wall, you are overwhelmed, you just like keep boom, 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 like keep trying to solve a problem from the same angle, then what you actually need is a different point of view, a different perspective that you are not going to be able to give yourself alone because you are too close to it, right? You are in the water. You cannot see the forest from the trees. You cannot see the ocean from the water because you are in it. So you actually need to get around other people who are going to be able to give you a different perspective and give you different questions to ask. And if this is you, then you actually should come to our Business and Bubbly Conference. It's happening on April 4, 5, and 6 in Boise, Idaho. I would love to invite you. I would love to actually first and foremost, like squeeze you in person, all of our fun friends online that we are connecting with, that we are building connection with. We actually want to see you in person and online. So first of all, I want to be the first to give you a hug and welcome you. But second of all, then we're actually going to have like roundtable masterminds, and we're going to help each other get through the blocks, get through the places that we are stuck in our business so that we can reach the next level, right? Because what you have done, the people that you are connected with, the things that you've done in your business, the ways that you've marketed, the ways that you've done your social media up until this point has gotten you this far, but it will not get you any further unless you grow, expand, change something about what you're doing, and transition into a new space, a new mindset, into new questions, into new ways of thinking, into new ways of doing something. Okay. And that comes with getting in the room with other high achievers, with other people who like to where your dreams are actually par for the course. To where what it is that you are building, the journey that you are on is actually par for the course. Because I've also learned that in my journey, I have these big hopes, these big dreams, these big ideas, but not everyone understands them. And here's the thing is that not everyone is actually meant to. Just a quick little invitation here for you to give one of my new favorite products a try. It's called Glossy. And if you know anything about me, that you know that I love to share things that I love. I love to talk about the things that I love that I'm using, whether it's new products, new services, fun books that I'm sharing about. So I'm always on the hunt for new products that help with high performance, that help me not only as a business owner, as a founder, as a speaker, as a podcaster, and even as a mom feel better, but it's got to be able to fit into my daily routine. And I have found one that is like my new obsession. It's called Glossy. It's a skin and a gut daily ritual supplement. It's a skin routine that you can drink. Not only does it taste amazing, like a light, refreshing lemon spa water that I could drink all day, seriously, but it's making me feel so recharged and like I'm feeding my body and skin everything it needs to keep up with me and my goals. It has a clinically studied probiotic in it that survives the trip to your gut so that you know that it's working, along with hyaluronic acid, which is incredible for glowy, hydrated look to your skin. And on top of that, it's loaded with skin-loving ingredients like zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, coconut water powder, minerals, electrolytes, and antioxidants. It's how I love to actually start my day as well as end my day, because when I wake up in the morning, I actually get the feeling that I feel less bloated, which, hello, is amazing. So for real, this is a game changer, especially if you travel, if you're busy, and if you have to have something that help you support your body while you are going after your big ideas. So if you want glowing skin and a happy gut, go grab your subscription because it's the best results take 30 to 60 days. You can go to getglossy.com. That's GETGLOCI.com and use my coupon code CharityMajors for an awesome discount. Now, understand that this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. But again, that's all the official legal stuff, right? Go to getglossy.com and grab your skin and gut supplement because great skin starts from within. That's at getglossy, GETGLOCI.com, and use my coupon code CharityMajors. Grab your subscription today. You are going to love it. I have no doubt. Go to getglossy.com and use the coupon code CharityMajors. Now back to the show. Right. I have incredible mom friends who we talk about the hard things. Like my son, we actually transitioned my son out of a really great school into what's called it's like a hybrid homeschool. For multiple reasons. But first of it was my husband and I, neither one of us actually work like an 8 to 5 job. And my son was the only one in our family who was like, all right, so we had to be out the door at 7:45 every single morning, and we would go get him at 3:15. And it was like Monday through Friday. Like he was the only one that was on kind of this like Monday through Friday schedule, which neither one of us, my husband and I, we don't have that. So it actually was like something that was very misaligned for our family. So we put him in a hybrid homeschool, and it's 2 days on campus, 2 days at home, which is actually the schedule. It's a lot softer mornings, which we really wanted. And it's more quality time together, which is what we really wanted. And to be honest with you, we're actually like in the midst of kind of just the messiness of transition. He's missing his old friends. He's missing his old school. He was familiar with it. He was kind of the popular kid. Everyone knew him. Everyone loved him. Now he's in this new school where, yes, we get to spend more time together on the days at home, but on campus, he's kind of like navigating new friendships, and he's navigating, just kind of just change and transition in his 8-year-old little heart and mind. It's kind of messy. And so there's like some attitude stuff. And so we're trying to help him navigate that and steward his heart throughout this transition. And so it's messy. And so it's like, oh, okay, we actually had to do something different. And because we wanted a different result in our family. And I actually don't even remember why I'm telling you this. Being honest, maybe someone just needed to know. But, right. So we were in it. And what was I talking about as far as business? I don't even know. Maybe you can send me a message on Instagram where I can go back and listen to this episode to remember. But there's a point to it. I promise. Right. So I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the point of business. Okay. Real life here, real life. This is like what you do with podcasts is you just go for it. I mean, someone here clearly needed to hear that I was transitioning and things were messy. And yeah. And it can be like that in your business, right? You might be in the midst of transition. Oh, my mom friends, I'm remembering. You guys, I'm remembering. Okay, we're back on track. My mom friends. Okay, I can talk to my mom friends about the messiness and the transition of homeschool and what my son is experiencing. But that doesn't necessarily translate to me having a conversation with them about marketing or about funnels or about the Instagram algorithm or about me pitching a corporation for corporate speaking or training or facilitation, because they don't necessarily understand that, right? So they don't necessarily understand those dreams that I have, or even sometimes the topics of it. So even if someone is supportive, like my husband, he's extremely supportive. He's like one of my biggest fans. He's amazing. And he doesn't understand he's like, cool, like you have a podcast. I listen to Louis, he's like, I listen to Louis House podcast. That's great. But, he's like, doesn't have a desire to do a podcast, and that's okay. And so I can have supportive networks and connections, but they're not necessarily going to understand or even know how to ask the right questions when it comes to my business or when it comes to what I'm experiencing in my business. So if you're finding that you're frustrated, you're stuck, or even you're on a season of expansion, you know that you are being called to your next level, and you are like feeling that, what I like to call, I put this in my book, Meant for More, Igniting Your Purpose in a World That Tries to Dim Your Light. And I talk about this divine discontentment, where you actually know that you are meant for more. Like what you're doing is no longer working, and you are so discontent with where things are at, that your internal world does not match your external world. And there is such a disconnect. There is such discontentment to where you know that you are meant for more. And if this is you, then I want to encourage you to get your ticket to get in the room to our Business and Bubbly Conference, because we're actually going to help you sort through that discontentment We're going to help get you the answers that you need, get you unstuck so that you can actually take the actionable steps, not only at the conference, because yes, there's actually time for implementation, because you probably actually don't need more information compared to better questions and time to implement. P.S. So implementation of these different strategies and practices so that you actually know what it is that you're doing moving forward, so that the steps that you are about to take actually help you get closer to what you see in your dreams, what you had, what you know that you're meant for in your internal world, and your external world starts to match up and align with it. Okay. So all you have to do to grab an early bird ticket, go to businessandbubbly.com/conference and join us April 4, 5, and 6 in Boise, Idaho. It's going to be incredible. We're actually working on some incredible speakers. I'll be speaking, actually going over some of my favorite concepts as far as growing your influence, growing your impact, growing your income, and really showing up in a much bigger way because you are meant for it, right? And literally, you guys, like, I have a book all about this. So you can get the book, but more so than all, I would actually love to sign the book. Come to the conference. I'll sign the book for you. I'll give you a free copy. Go to businessandbubbly.com/conference and join us today. This is going to be the conference that you need, the event, the connections, the strategy, the time to implement the things that you need to to help fill the gaps, to help you sort through the forest and the trees, to help you understand the ocean and the water, and to give you the better questions that will help you unlock your next level. So go to businessandbubbly.com/conference, get your early bird ticket. Seats are very, very limited. And let me tell you, when we start to announce speakers, all I can say is you're going to want to be in the room. Like, proximity, implementation, who you're going to be around, the network, you are going to want to be in the room. Okay. So businessandbubbly.com/conference. Don't wait until we announce speakers, because then prices will actually go up. So get your early bird discount ticket, businessandbubbly.com/conference. Come get in the room, come learn how to ask better questions, and you know that you're meant for more. So come and figure out what that is and begin to take the steps needed and necessary to get there. Go to businessandbubbly.com/conference. And as always, cheers to your success. I hope I see you there. I want to give you a big hug in person, and I can't wait to see you. Cheers to your success. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I hope it brought some value and some fun into your business and life. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, and even share the episode with a fellow business bestie who you know will love it. It helps us continue to attract top-level guests and reach more and more women who are on their journey in business just like you. Remember that when money gets in the hands of good women, great things happen. Cheers to your success.